Water is the source of life. Without water, all of us would very quickly die, and our entire planet would virtually wither away. Water is also a symbol of life. Here at the Hidden Springs Wellness Center, we've used water to symbolize healing. We have a beautiful pond filled by a natural spring, and this stream flowing throughout the whole property. Many years ago, Native Americans used this place for healing rituals. They acknowledged the value of the springs, and they'd gather here in this place. These days, those of us who work here at Hidden Springs, here in Ashland, Oregon, all the visitors, patients, clients, seminar folks walk over the bridge, past the pond out there. We have a resident crane who lives there, and along this entire stream. The water reminds us of the water inside our own bodies, the healing stream that's always flowing on the inside. Watching this stream, it's obvious how important it is that this flow remains unobstructed. If something dammed up the flow, it wouldn't take long for stagnation to begin. And that's the beginning of a whole range of problems. For a stream, that could be bacteria, mosquitoes, and pretty quickly an obnoxious smell. Well, it's pretty much exactly the same way in our own bodies. We've got to keep everything flowing to remain healthy. Movement is just so important. Obviously, we need good food to be healthy, but water reminds us that we also need to move. Exercise is at least as important as diet. Sometimes we forget that, and stagnation sets in. Think about it, especially for those of us who sit at desks like I do, work at a computer a lot, hours every day. We've got to move our bodies. We've got to take little stretch breaks, whatever it takes, and we have to remind ourselves of that because I know how obsessive that sort of work can be. We need to do whatever it is that can prevent damming up of our own flow and stagnation to set in on the inside of our bodies. The stream is also kind of playful. Just listen to it for a moment. I think you can hear it in the background. That splashing sound, it almost sounds childlike. And it's a reminder of what life is supposed to be like. Fun, spontaneous, fresh. That's natural when we're little kids, but as adults we tend to forget it. When we do forget, it's usually because we get bogged down in the daily grind. We might even be busy saving the world. It doesn't really matter to our bodies what we're doing. If we're not in motion, inner stagnation sets in. Then our thinking becomes cloudy. Emotions like anger and resentment can ferment. We forget to be loving with each other. We forget to treat the planet with respect. We can put the end ahead of the means and overlook the need to be the answer, not just work towards the answer. Then we become hypocritical, talking the talk, but not walking the walk. This reminds me of an old joke I heard years ago. It was Tom Lehrer in a folk song. He said, the song was called National Brotherhood Week, and he introduced it this way. He said, "There are those people who do not love their fellow man, and I hate people like that." Funny joke, but often that's kind of true. We forget to be the answer while we're working towards the answer. Water, clear, pure water, is absolutely necessary for life. And seeing water flowing is just such an incredibly valuable reminder of all that it symbolizes. So, one of the healthiest things you can do is to create some sort of water feature in your own home or workplace. It can be very simple, anything really, a little fountain or something. Whatever can provide you with this constant reminder that water is both the source of life and also a symbol for life, the same life that's flowing within every one of us. Take a moment right now to remember this, to honor the sacredness of water, connecting all of us in the one flow of life on this beautiful, alive, breathing planet. Cheers.